A local nonprofit organization is making a big change for the children of Nicaragua.
Go for Hope. It was brought to life by one family's hardship. Photojournalist Mark LeCure shares their story.
Kind of felt like we were living the American dream. Great house, plenty of room, 4 bedrooms. When the recession hit, it hit real estate first. It struck a pretty devastating blow. From one year to the next, my income was obliterated.
August of 2007, we went 8 months without a commission check.
So my income from 2007 to 2008 dropped 80%.
It doesn't matter how good at budgeting you are.
Yeah, I mean, we tightened the belt. When Lindy and I first started talking about the possibility of leaving our home, we sort of asked, okay, where would we go? We knew it was going to be 9 months. There was a possibility I would need to commute back for client meetings, and the commute between South America and the U.S. was substantial. When I was at the gym on an exercise bike next to a guy, we struck up a conversation, and one thing led to another, and started talking about life stories and what's going on, and he says, well, if you're going to be going, you should check out Nicaragua. We did the research the way anybody would. We went to the bookstore and looked for guidebooks on different countries in Central America that we'd heard of. But I thought, okay, well, maybe that's worth checking into. And I quickly learned that it's the second poorest country in the Western Hemisphere behind Haiti, and that it's also the safest country in Central America, which as a father and a husband, the safety thing was really important to me.
We literally packed up our house during the day, and I think we had to be at the airport at like 4:30 or so.
Handed over the keys, drove to SeaTac Airport, homeless, leaving everything that we knew and were familiar with behind, moving to a country where we didn't speak the language.
Buenos dias!
Go for Hope is an education nonprofit. We're created to provide education resources for children in Nicaragua. And we're a little different in that we believe in a social enterprise model. So we guide trips to Nicaragua for people here, specifically with the target of family-based trips to experience a part of what we experienced as a family. And the revenue from those trips goes toward our operational expenses, so that when donors provide donations to Go for Hope, that money goes almost directly, entirely to education.
People might want to know about your life since they're in Nicaragua and they're really far away.
We got a 3rd grade teacher attend one of our presentations. She was so struck by the living conditions in Cristo Rey. She came up with the idea of a letter writing exchange.
I mean, I realized the global importance of connecting people and having a better understanding of others beyond just what you know in your own community.
She asked me to take this group of letters from her students down to the kids at Cristo Rey. And we did that. And we actually took with us a whole stack of blank sheets for the kids at Cristo Rey to reciprocate. And they did, and they loved it. And I brought those letters back to the kids at Carriage Crest Elementary, and they absolutely went crazy about it.
In the United States, and we were such a privileged country, many people just don't even realize that there is any life that's different.
What would he be doing if he wasn't playing baseball?
¿Qué estaría haciendo si no estuviera jugando béisbol?
Estuviera trabajando.
I'll be working, probably being a farmer.
We also partner with a baseball academy, which is a really intriguing program. An ex-professional baseball player from the Nicaraguan national team founded this baseball academy, and his idea was that sports provides incentives for students to stay in school. So unlike a lot of the sports programs that exist in Nicaragua, this one actually has a component that's linked to school performance and community service. We are about families becoming closer to one another, providing education for students in Nicaragua, giving people a chance to experience the richness of a world that's much bigger than the 60-mile radius from their house.
Truly incredible work. It's amazing. You can learn much more about this organization at goforhope.org.
You know what my takeaway was from that? Sometimes it takes one of life's biggest challenges to make you realize your calling. And it sounds like that's what happened with this family, and they are making a huge impact.
Absolutely. Very courageous for them to do.
Well, he was angry over a controversial Rolling Stone cover, and his reaction could get him fired.
The officer who released photos of the Boston bombing suspect